everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shy and welcome to yet another vlog. Today is going to be a tiny bit different because I saw another YouTuber named Tiani Asada. I'll put a little picture of her YouTube here. I saw her do a series where she crochets while watching Grey's Anatomy and tries to see how much she can crochet throughout each season. And I thought this was a really good idea. I've never seen Grey's Anatomy before, but I've been getting clips on my socials. So I do want to start with Grey's Anatomy. Maybe we'll do some other shows as well if this goes super well. But today my game plan is to make as many blankets as I can. And I'm starting with a bunch of brown yarn, lots of brown yarn. I have 5 different browns. Here's 4 of them. But I'm going to be making a solid granny square blanket. I need 1 more of those. So that's what I'm going to start with, and then we'll see where I go from there. I'm not too sure what I want to do after this blanket. So let's start with season 1.
I'm kinda screwed.
This is
Complicated on so many levels. You have to.
so you actually live here.
No. Yes. Kind of.
It's not so dusty.
It's my mother's house, I'm selling it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For what?
You said was.
Oh, yes, I did. She's, we don't.
I just finished the first episode. It is way better than I expected it to be. The ending kind of got me. Didn't know that her mom would have Alzheimer's, but I liked the way that it kind of wrapped up. But this is what our progress looks like on this blanket so far. I've done almost 9 whole rounds on it. These are not my fastest blankets. This is like my second time making this kind of blanket, so I'm still kind of figuring it out. But yeah, this is what it looks like so far. So let's get into episode 2.
And then here's the most important line. A line separating you from the people you work with. That's the top. To make friends, you need boundaries between you and the rest of the world. Drawing lines in the sand and praying like hell no one crosses them. Allison, you're just not ready. Why? Look, I'm quiet. No loud music, no party. Where were you in the Challenger exploded?
I just finished the second episode and I have just started my 13th row. This is what it looks like. It's curling a little bit because of how big it's getting, but once I block it, it'll be fine. So let's go to episode 3.
Banding your feet yet in the OR. Well, you're gonna be able to engage in a race that has as its only rule that you can't rip out the eyeballs of another human being, George.
Number 4. George, everything is competition. Okay, people, the rules of trauma. Don't mingle with the ER interns. They don't know they ass from the esophagus. So fast discharge, fast to get the blood up. Stop it. Oh, it's like candy. Blood.
I just finished episode 3 and we're at round 16 now. This is what it looks like. I'd say we're about halfway done. So, which is just where I want to be. I'm hoping I can finish this in 5 episodes. That would be like around 5 hours, which is just how long it takes me to do one of these blankets. So let's see if we can meet that goal.
And roommates. There are some things you can't escape. And other things you just don't want to know.
You don't understand me, Mona. Stick your Korean to the bathroom in your underwear, whatever naked in the shower. You're tearless.
To the lip. It's your turn.
I just finished episode 4 and I am on row 18. This is what it looks like. Let's watch episode 5.
Do you think if they put a picture of these in a pack of cigarettes, people would stop smoking? How long is
I finished episode 5. I have 2 more minutes left of episode 6, but we'll just call it done. And in those episodes, I finished our blanket. This is what it looks like. I did not weave in my ends. I like to save all of my end weaving for the end of the day, so I get done whatever projects I can and then I'll weave in everything together. So this video probably won't include end weaving. We're gonna call this finished, even if there's still ends left. So I have to pick our next project. I have picked our next colors. I'm gonna do white, pink, this fig purple, and red. And I think I'm just gonna do my normal granny square blanket this time.
There's a 2-year-old girl on this table. You shouldn't take advantage of someone else's vulnerability.
I don't need some punk intern telling me what's at stake here. Get him out of here, Shep. Shep.
Do you really seriously want to know why I'm leaving? Seriously? How about when you started insisting that I quit my job right when I started to make more money than you? That should have...
I just finished episode 7. It's getting pretty juicy. It's good. It's good. This is what our second blanket is looking like. The purple doesn't look super purple, but I promise it is purple. It's like a purpley pink. I think it's cute. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna go watch episode 8. I just finished episode 8 and this is what our blanket looks like so far. It's super cute. I love the colors. This means we're moving on to episode 9, which is the last episode in this season. We have finished season 1 almost. We still have to watch episode 9. I don't think I'll finish this blanket this season, so I think our only finished product this season is going to be the blanket I showed you earlier. But I think we can finish this early season 2. Let's watch episode 9. I just finished our last episode of season 1, that cliffhanger. Don't even get me started. I'm like on the edge of my seat. Like I said, I didn't finish this blanket this season, but it looks like this. Almost done. I think I just need a few more rows and then it will be done, but that will follow me into season 2. Hello everyone, it's about 2 days later. Yesterday I did not do any crocheting, which is a huge thing for me because I'm always crocheting, but my arms needed it. I feel so refreshed, so ready to start watching season 2. So let's start watching and let's finish this blanket that we started. I just finished episode 1 of season 2. Super good. I really didn't think it was gonna go in this direction, but I am on our last row of this blanket, so it'll be done in this next episode and then I'll start a new one. I just finished episode 2. Really good again. We have finished this blanket. I ended on red. I think it's super cute. And then I started another one. Of course, I did not finish it, but it is this cute pink and white variegated yarn. I think it's adorable. I'm not going to have enough to make a whole blanket with just this color, so at the end I'm going to add on some rows of this pinky red color, but I can't do that until we start episode 3, so let's start episode 3. I just finished episode 5. I am almost done our pink and red blankets. I think it's super cute. I am, however, running out of this red color, and I know for sure I'm going to have at least 3 rows left that I'll have to do in a different color. I'm not sure what color I want to do because I am kind of limited with what I have in my stash right now. I'm going to first see if I have any more of this color. If not, then I'll probably go with another pink that is like close to the ones in here. But we'll see after I watch episode 6. I just finished episode 6 and I am working on our border for this blanket. I didn't quite have enough red to make it all the way around the border, so I undid what I did, and now I'm doing it in a pink-y color, which matches one of the light pinks that are in the variegation. So it'll all match and it'll all look cute in the end anyway. But we are going to move on to episode 7 and 8.
Then, for extra credit, Mrs. Snyder made us act out all the parts. Sal Scaparilla was Romeo. As fate would have it, I was Juliet. All the other girls were jealous, but I had a slightly different take. I told Mrs. Snyder that Juliet was an idiot.
I just finished episode 8 of season 2, and we're still working on our rainbow blanket. This is what it's looking like so far. The red and the green are pretty dark in comparison to the rest of the colors, especially on camera. I promise in person it is not this dark. It's pretty bright. The only thing I wish I could change is how dark the red is, because it just doesn't seem to fit with like next to the yellow, but this is the only red that I have, so we're gonna work with it and see how far we can get and how it looks. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but we're gonna keep going. I just finished episodes 9 and 10 of season 2, and I ended on a purple row of our rainbow-ish blanket, which looks like this now. You can definitely tell up here I ran out of the first green we were using, so I used a darker one instead. It's honestly not my first choice, but I don't hate it. It's okay. It's not too bad, but this is what it looks like. I think it's super cute, but we are going to move on to episode 11. I just finished episodes 11 and 12, and I also finished our rainbow-ish blanket, which it looks like this. I think it's super cute. Honestly, looking at it now, it doesn't look like a rainbow at all, but I still like it. I still think it's super cute. Super cute. But because I just finished these episodes, that means we are halfway through season 2, and I am going to end this video here. We made 4 or 5 blankets. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it was something like that. And I think that was super successful for everything that we watched. I honestly didn't think I can get that much done in just a season and a half of this show. I really like this show, and there will definitely be a part 2 and probably more parts after that because there are 21 seasons of this show. That being said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next Tuesday for another video. If you like this kind of content, leave a comment below. Let me know what you like about it, what your favorite blanket was that we made. If you like this style of content, you can watch more of my vlogs here, and if you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down here. Bye!